special night at AT&T Stadium if you were wearing a star on your helmet. Dak Prescott, 11 wins in primetime games for Dak since he entered the league. This one was not too big for him at all, taking on what a lot of people thought was the best team in football. They got a 10-0 lead in the first quarter where the Saints only ran 8 plays in the first quarter. Best chance for the Saints to score in the first half, 4th and goal. Dallas stuffs them. 2 plays inside the 5-yard line. Dallas stood tall, and it was a 13-0 Cowboys halftime lead. Thomas Morstead punting away. Dallas, they shot themselves in the foot a couple of times.
They tried to give it away.
Randy Gregory comes up with the roughing the punter penalty. That was an automatic first down there. Brees on the very next play says, "You want to give me an extra play? I'll take it." Touchdown, Keith Kirkwood. And it was a 13-10 game, and it felt like, okay, Saints are away. Here they come. Fourth quarter, it was still a 3-point game. Dak in the red zone, looking, hit, stripped, sack, fumble, and the Saints recover. The penalty was on Dallas, so Sean Payton's guys get the football back with right around 2 minutes left. But right before the 2-minute warning, Drew Brees.
Yeah, he did that earlier in the game, and it came back to bite him. Tried to get out early, felt the pressure, but just didn't see where he was throwing.
Jordan Lewis, the good second-year defensive back, comes up with it, barely kept it off the ground, but the replay confirms it there. The boss loves it. Biggest win of the year and biggest win of Michael Irvin's broadcasting life. Well, that might be an exaggeration. 13-10, the final score. Cowboys have won 4 in a row. Drew Brees, one of the leading candidates for the MVP race this year, had been scintillating for the first 11 games. Dallas took it to him for 4 quarters today. Only 127 passing yards, a passer rating right around 72. Drew Brees hasn't had a game like this in 2 or 3 seasons, and now their 10-game winning streak is history.
You start off the game with 2 3-and-outs. I mean, that's not the way you want to start. And then, on the other side, they were able to put together some decent drives. So, for us as an offense, we think, hey man, complementary football. Let's put together a drive. Let's keep our defense off the field. Let's control the game, control the clock, control the ball. Just never felt like we really did that as an offense like we've done, this year.
I think anytime you go out there and beat a team that's won 10 games straight, it's somewhat of a statement, but it's not anything that we can hang our hats on and say, yeah, we're pleased with doing. Zeke spoke.
Eliminating the big explosive plays. He did a great job. When he was in the game, we knew it was zone. So they had a great plan for him. They didn't put him in a bad position, but they got pressure. They only had 2 sacks, but getting pressure, affecting the pocket, it impacts the quarterback. You always don't have to have a sack. So they found a lot of different ways to win. They were consistent. They fought. When the offense turned the ball over, they came out there, didn't give up any points. So, you got to take your hats off to Chris Richard, Rod Marinelli. These guys came out, they executed the game plan. They played consistent. They made plays. They tackled well. They didn't make they didn't give up a lot of big plays. I can go on for days, but they have to continue to play this way throughout the stretch if they plan on going deep into the playoffs, which I think they will be in the playoffs.
Leighton Vander Esch. I saw a couple things on social media. A young Brian Urlacher, the way he played today. Maybe slow down. That's a Hall of Famer right there. But the kid can run, can tackle.
Second in the league in total tackles.
Absolutely one of the candidates for Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Yes, he is.
Dallas was a first-place team and still is.
Right.
The Saints are still a first-place team as well. But they were the 1 seed in the NFC. They dropped to the 2 seed. Best record in football now belongs to the L.A. Rams. DC, how does this change the power structure in the NFC?
Yeah, well, I think it's interesting and pretty obvious, too, right here. A conference championship game could be in Los Angeles. So it's amazing how one game can kind of shift that now. And then also if you're the Chicago Bears and you felt pretty comfortable with Chase Daniel out there, maybe let Mitchell Trubisky rest a little bit. Now you're like, well, we got a chance here to do something, and we got the Cowboys right behind us coming. So it's interesting how this thing's going to shake out. It's going to go right down to the last week.
We have talked about the NFC East, and we've even had a couple of laughs on the set saying, the NFC East, someone's got to win it. Dallas with one of the wins. Yeah, but Dallas with one of the wins of the year, they only have one more game with a team over 500. They play the Colts in a couple of weeks. They're going to be favored in probably every game for the rest of the year.
Talking about being favored, look who was favored tonight and look who won. So you can't go off of that. You still got to go up and play.
Good point. We'll be here to cover all of it. Lindsay?
Over in the AFC, Ravens are the 6th seed as of now. They're fighting to retain that spot. And look who returned to their practice today. Joe Flacco, who has not been on the field for them since he hurt his hip on November 4th. According to Mike Garafolo, Lamar Jackson is still expected to start for them against the Falcons on Sunday, though. Garafolo also reporting that we will see Chase Daniel for the Bears. Mitchell Trubisky still not throwing, though he has been a limited participant at practice this week. Bears quarterback hurt his shoulder in Week 11, and the team is looking to play it safe. Stephon Diggs missed his second straight practice for the Vikings, but told reporters he will play Sunday against the Patriots. Had his injured knee wrapped at practice today as he did some work off to the side. As for the other side of the ball in that game, Rob Gronkowski back on the injury report in New England. He was limited today after being off the report entirely yesterday. Good sign for the Colts. Marlon Mack back at practice. Still has to be cleared to play, but he practiced fully. Jalen Ramsey did not. Another missed practice for him, his second in a row. Green Bay got Jimmy Graham back at practice in a limited capacity, while Emmanuel Sanders popped up on the injury report in Denver for the first time of the year. All right, award time. Your Week 12 FedEx Air and Ground Players of the Week.
Andrew Luck, 16 of 18 throwing here in the second half. To the end zone. Caught for the touchdown. Eric Ebron. Third touchdown pass by Andrew Luck.
Newton hands it to McCaffrey, and he's got a big hole right up to McCaffrey like a bolt of lightning. A handoff to McCaffrey, and he steps in untouched. Touchdown, Carolina.
All right, congratulations to those guys. Willie's here to hand out another award right now, the Way to Play Award, honoring proper technique on the field. Who we got this week?
Jair Alexander from the Green Bay Packers.
Young buck.
We talking about cloud force coming up, setting the edge. Scott, watch this. 2 for 1.
Boom.
He gets the receiver, and then he gets up, and he hustles, and he makes the tackle.
I love
he
this
doesn't
play.
give up. Hey, proper technique, uses his shoulder pad, comes up, gives Thielen the business, and then he runs down Stephon Diggs and makes the tackle. Congratulations, Jair.
A little bit of everything. Some speed, some power, tracking the football, and then a hustle play
We call
at
that
the end.
setting the edge. That's a big-time play.
That's
right
a great
there.
play. Jair Alexander with the Way to Play Award. You're going to get a letter from Commissioner Goodell and a donation to the school or charity of your choice. Well done. All right, when we come back, how about them Cowboys? Did they just win the NFC East with tonight's victory? Certainly not mathematically.